Okay, my friends, let's talk about Lemken Karats. This is a 6 meter, and we have found some issues with them that wanted to make people aware of so that you don't suffer the same consequences and pain and heartache. First off, here in the back where the wing pin is, it is a terrible design. It's got this crazy zerk, and this is a star-shaped bolt and plate assembly. And what we find happens, this is a bolt screwed into all of that and into the pin. It comes loose and you don't know it, and it strips out the threads, and then if this falls off, then all of a sudden your pin back here will come out. So then your wing, when the pin falls out, this arm assembly comes back and bends this dog ear right here. So you can tell it's been heated and bent back into place. They use a bunch of bushings to hold it all in. The tolerances are really tight, and it's a real sad, painful day when you have to try and put it all back together, especially if you can't get this perfectly straight because the tolerances are so tight. So the solution, just welded a piece of channel iron here to hold that pin in so that hopefully it doesn't fall out again and be an all-day project and very expensive parts and pins to get it back together. Then let's talk up here in the front. All right, the problem with Lemkens is all these hydraulics, they start leaking. So we had a ram, the wing ram that goes from here to here, that had blown out the end seals. So we pulled it apart to take it to town. Well, the pin, this pin that was holding the ram in, you couldn't get that pin out because this framework was right in the way. It was standing up straight. So we had to loosen this bolt, take off this ram, undo all of this framework so that we could get this big fatty to go back a little so that we could get the pin out. I had to disassemble the whole frame, just take off a wing ram. And people have told me on like the 5 meters, they don't have that same problem. So I don't know if that's just a 6 and a 7 meter, but on this 6 meter, that's a terrible design. If this was just scooted back more, or the way it was bent, come up and over so that you have room to travel here for this pin. So it's a good machine, you know, it has a good packer, good roller, does a good job, but there are some tweaks that could easily be made to make it 100 times better.